Episode of Clams and Claws, my good friend Joey Clams. It is Saturday, November 30th. It is a winter wonderland out here in Michigan. How's it down there in New York, Joey?
It's just a little, it's sunny out. It's cold.
Yep.
How you doing, everybody? Place your bets. Place your bets.
There
Let's
you go.
go.
Joey,
As of
how
the,
was your Thanksgiving?
it was good. It was quiet. It was good. I ate pretty good. Not too much. And I watched these football games all day long, like I do every day.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
it. I didn't
No,
want to be
those
bothered in traffic. It was great.
Yep, awesome. But yeah, we'll talk about the Thanksgiving games really quickly. Yeah, I was telling Joey before the show started, we were looking good to start. We were up like 16-0, feeling great. I think we had like Caleb Williams didn't throw
Just
a
to let everybody know that
yeah.
you're a Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah.
No, so they know what's going on here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Lions fan. So, yep. We were looking great in the first half. We shut down Caleb Williams. I think he didn't have like a first down or a pass to a receiver until late in the second quarter. And then they just started coming back. Our whole defense completely fell apart. Tons of injuries. I think we have like 8 starters on defense injured right now, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, they were driving with like a minute left, and Caleb threw a pass and to down the field, and nobody called a timeout. We sacked them, and the clock just kept running and running and running. I'm looking around. I'm like, are we gonna just pull this off? And is the time gonna run out? And sure enough, that's what happened. But they were in field goal range. They were out. They got sacked like to be 5 yards out of field goal range. It was third down. They had a timeout to use and just didn't use it. But that was one of the worst clock managements I've ever seen. So what were your thoughts on that, Joey, watching that?
Well, he took that time out. They gave it to him yesterday when they gave him his when they walked out the door. He put it in his box. He put it in his box with his picture of his family and everything. Took
Yeah.
the time out with him. He could hang it on his Christmas tree.
Right.
I was on. We were on the Bears plus
Yeah.
the points.
Mm-hmm.
The game changed when it was 16-0 and Lions were going in and they fumbled the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That changed the game. That could have been 23-0.
Yeah.
Instead, it turned the game around and it gave the Bears life, and the Bears had a shot to tie the game or either win the game in the last minute. And when you go to football school, under the first day in class, under that 2-minute drill, they tell you when you save that one timeout in case you get sacked. Because when you get sacked, you have to call the timeout. He calls the timeout there. You got 35 seconds left.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was he still in field goal range? I don't know. But you had to do something. You had to try to throw an out, maybe pick up 5-6 yards that you lost to go out of bounds to get it closer, or maybe you pick up the first down and then you spike the ball.
Yep.
You cannot let that clock run out. That's why the guy today he doesn't have a job. He's not. There's a lot of head coaches that ain't real head coaches in the league. They're play callers.
Yeah.
They only know how to do one side of the ball.
Yeah.
And then they get stuck.
Yeah, so it's going to open up a lot of possibilities with our coordinators because the Bears' job is now open. We'll see what happens with the Cowboys, the Jaguars. There's a lot of openings for our coordinators, and there's a chance that we might lose one, we might lose both. We'll see what happens. So kind of a crazy game. But then we also had the Cowboys. They beat the Giants. Giants made it interesting towards the end. They started to come back, but then the Cowboys sealed the deal, and then the Packers, Joey, the NFC North's the best division in football. The Packers are at 9-3 and they're in third place. So that's just we're just miles better than everybody else in the NFL in terms of best division. So
did you ever hear a football team come out after a loss and say that the weather, we can't play in cold weather, the weather affected us? The players and the Dolphins came out and said it, and their head coach came out and said, well, the weather affected us. We can't play in the cold weather. The cold weather bothered us.
Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like you sign up to play football, you play in any conditions, rain, snow, mud, you go out there and you play. So crazy.
And it was a big John Madden. How many times they gonna keep keep coming off the game and talking about the turkey and the duck and the chicken.
Yep.
and missing what the game was going on, like, you know. But
Yeah.
John Madden, I remember when John Madden was the coach of the Raiders
Hmm.
back in the day in the '70s, and he had to deal with the Steelers all the time, you know. And he had to deal with the Dolphins in the early '70s and the Steelers in the mid '70s to the end of the '70s, and they won a Super Bowl. The '76 team, they won it in January '77. They were 13-1 that year,
Mm.
and they only lost one game. That's an underrated team. Look at that team. Look at all the Hall of Famers on that team. Their two wide receivers are Hall of Famers. Bolitnikoff and Cliff Branch, the quarterbacks are Hall of Famer.
Hmm.
Kenny Stabler. Their offensive line with Gene Upshaw and Art Shell. Their defense, downtown Willie Brown, not the judge. Willie Brown,
Yeah.
the Stork, George Hendricks, and the assassin on the back end over there in the corner. What an underrated team that Oakland Raider team was. What a great team that was. Look it up.
Nice.
They never get any love. When they beat the Steelers that year to go to the Super Bowl, Steelers were banged up,
Hmm.
but Chuck Noll wanted to. He wanted the Raiders arrested. He said how dirty they were. They played. That
For
was a
sure.
great team, the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, that is cool that every year now on Thanksgiving they're going to wear a John Madden patch on all the jerseys. So yeah, definitely a giant icon in the game of football, and will be missed, but we'll remember him especially on Thanksgiving. So that was good to see. But yeah, we got a bunch of games today, guys. We got football, we got college football, NFL. We even have a bonus college basketball play. Do you want to give that out right now, Joey? Today, the basketball game.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're on fire with our college basketball.
Yeah.
We're doing really good. And today we got a game. We got Creighton laying the 5.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, Creighton seems like they're always like in the mix, a top 25 team every year. Really well coached, and usually always a tournament team. So we like Creighton today, guys, to
And
cover the spread.
I got a bonus future college basketball. This team, go find this. Go see if you can catch them to win to get to the Sweet 16, even the Final Four. You get a lot of good money on them. Ole Miss.
Ooh, nice.
Ole Miss with the coach Beard. Everywhere he goes, they put that team improves, and they're hard. They're a hard team to knock out.
Nice.
He's got a real good team there. Veterans, juniors and seniors, super seniors, and the way he rotates, he uses his rotation. As you know, he rotates a lot of players. They play great defense and they shoot the three. You could get good value on Ole Miss getting to the Sweet 16, even maybe the Final Four. Take a shot at them, the
Nice.
Rebels.
We got our friend Doggy Dog World joining us. What's up, Doggy Dog? How
Hey,
you doing?
Don, I think he's down in Dallas.
Oh, nice. He's saying happy Thanksgiving to you guys. You
How
too,
you
Doggy
doing?
Dog. And then
How's
we
it
got
going?
Jody Moncrief saying, he says, I hope you're picking Notre Dame against Creighton. No, we're the opposite, Jody.
Yeah, we're
How you
going
doing, Jody? Good to see you. All right, so we'll do college football. It's kind of all over the place. We got a bunch of games today. So let me start with we'll go.
You
We'll
want to
go.
leave the Ohio State Michigan game for last?
Yeah, we'll save that for last. We'll go to Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State, Joey.
Yeah. After Liberty lost, Jacksonville State's automatically in the championship game, and they're hosting it. Western Kentucky needs this game today, so Jacksonville State might hold back. Go get the Hilltoppers with Western Kentucky today, money line.
Nice. We have where are we going next? We got UConn at UMass.
Yeah, this is UMass played Georgia last week. You know, they went against the big boys and they got beat up. They got their, emotionally, they got beat up. Physically, they got beat up. This is their last game of the season. UConn is a good team, well coached. Practice. Remember the father, Mora? Mora, yeah, he used to coach the Colts. He was, what do you know? What do you say? Playoffs. Remember, he said playoffs. Yeah. Well, UConn is I think UConn's got a 7-3, and UMass is 2-9. Like I said, they got beat up last week by Georgia. They're after playing Georgia, you're gonna come now and play. This is they're looking to go home. It's over with UMass. The Minutemen, bye. Go get the Huskies in UConn and put a beat down on them.
There you go. Going back to college basketball really fast, Jody's saying, Joey, is UConn basketball in trouble? They struggled in the Maui Invitational last week.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
A lot of season.
They'll be in the mix. They'll be
Yeah.
there in the mix.
A lot of season left. I mean, but that might have been a good thing, Joey, because their stock might be dropping a little bit, but they're still UConn, so you can get more value now because of what happened last week. So I'd be curious to find out what their odds are for Final
They're
Four
going to be, yeah, they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying they're going to win the national championship, but they'll be fine.
Yeah. We got a nightcap game tonight. Air Force at San Diego State.
This is the Air Force is really good. They're going to run the ball. They're going to put a lot of points up. Take the Falcons in this game against the Aztecs. Air Force Falcons. They covered for us last week too. Go get the money. Keep playing. Keep cashing the tickets.
Doggy Dog World saying I'm here with the College Station A&M grads. So
we got my cousin Allie. She's on the board of directors with the Aggies. We got
there you
the game coming up. Save that for the end too, next to the Ohio State.
Okay, we'll save that one too. Okay, sounds good. UNLV at Nevada.
This is going to be a beatdown.
Mm-hmm.
Rebels. The Wolfpack ain't going to be able to stand a chance to stay on the same field with UNLV. UNLV wins by 3 touchdowns.
Nice. New Mexico at Hawaii.
Lobos. New Mexico's playing real. They're bowl bound.
Yeah.
They're really good. Go get the Lobos going out there beating the Rainbow Warriors.
Nice. 12 o'clock, Tennessee at Vanderbilt.
Give me the Commanders, the Commodores.
Mm-hmm.
The Commodores plus the points they've been covering this year. Very good team. They've been playing really good. And they're not the doormat no more in the SEC. They had a couple of big wins.
Yeah, they beat Bama earlier in the season.
Yep. They take the points.
UTSA at Army.
Yeah, this is a game where UTSA is they were plus 7.5. I see this line dropping now. I see 6.5 out there. Go get the Road Runners from UTSA against Army. Army had a big physical game last week against Notre Dame. The quarterback, he's not 100%. UTSA keeps it close, and look out, they might sprinkle a little pizza money on there for the win outright.
Nice. All right, so we got 2 big ones, Joey. We'll do Texas first. We'll do Texas at Texas A&M.
A lot of sharp money on this game went down. Texas favored by 6 going into College Station, and a lot of sharp money was on the Aggies. I see some sharp money coming back late on the Longhorns. The eyes of Texas are upon you. Hook 'em horns. Texas wins by 10 in this game. Longhorns too much for an A&M. Nice. Quarterback's erratic. Yeah, Texas goes in there. They're gonna run the ball, and they'll be able to move the ball in the air. Longhorns go in there and win.
Love it. A big one, probably arguably the biggest rivalry in college football. The game, Michigan at Ohio State.
Bigger than Harvard, Yale?
It's up there. It's up there. What are your thoughts, Joey?
This is, the Ohio State coach Day. Mm-hmm. He's been waiting for this game for 3 years now. He knows he's taking this personally. He says losing to Michigan is like losing my father. That's what he said. He doesn't just want to beat them. He wants to put a beat down on them. Mm-hmm. And Crazy Mary, last week she gave out Buckeyes. She's coming right back with the Buckeyes. Yep. She said lay to 20 at the shoe with the Buckeyes, putting it on Michigan. Michigan won't be able to score. I don't think they score 10 points in this game. Give me Ohio State with a 34-13 win.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking at that line. I'm like, Michigan, Ohio State. It's like a 21-point favorite for them. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of points. But no, I agree with you. Michigan's falling apart. They lost everybody to either the NFL or transfer portal, got injured. Ohio State's ready. They haven't beat Michigan in a couple years now, so they're rocking and rolling. So yeah, Buckeyes as well.
Buckeyes defense,
yeah,
is really good. Yeah, the Buckeyes put it on them today. I can't see Michigan scoring more than 13 points.
Yeah, we got a couple questions from the chat, Joe. You can answer. Notre Dame or USC today? Who do you like in that game?
A lot of sharps took the 7 with USC. They made that quarterback change. Me, I don't have a lean towards it, but a lot of shops that I see out there, they're taking the dog. They're taking a home dog with the Trojans.
Nice. We got our friend Michael Ronquillo joining us. What's up, Michael?
Hey, Mikey, how you doing?
He's saying, Joey, who do you think wins the Big 12 conference if you had to pick?
Let me tell you something. You know what? There's 9 teams I think is still available in there.
Yeah.
I even think BYU has a shot still, right?
Yeah.
I even think BYU has. I mean, that's the one that you got to look at tiebreakers and everything. That's a tough one, but I'll go with BYU.
Nice. Sounds good. Anything else, Joey, in college football?
There's nothing. Anything else you can think of?
I think we got most of it. So a lot of games for college football today.
Yeah. We pulled that San Jose State game out last night.
San Jose State, and they played Stanford, didn't they?
Yeah.
They won, I think 34.
They laid 1.5. We laid 1.5 when we got there with a 3-point lead under a minute to go. Bang, nice. Go cash the ticket.
So we got a couple NFL games tomorrow. We'll start with the Titans and Commanders.
Yeah, you know what? Washington hasn't been the same. I was on the Bears that day. That was my big play on that Hail Mary game, because I thought that was a good spot where the Washington was going to get picked off, and they should have. That's why Eberflus is gone, because of games like that. Washington hasn't been the same. The quarterback hasn't been the same, and the Titans' defense is really legit, and they can run the ball. I think I've taken the 6 here with the Titans. They keep it close. Maybe the only thing is the quarterback is shaky, but he's been playing. They've been keeping games close. They're in a lot of games, and I think they cover. I take the 6 with the Titans on the road against Washington. Washington hasn't been the same. I think the quarterback's a little banged up.
Nice. This is an interesting matchup: the Cardinals and the Vikings.
Here's the Malinsky special. The Vikings been on the road for a month. They did win 3 road games. Now they come home. It's Thanksgiving week. You got to get your house in order. Your kids and this and that. What's going on? Your girl. Your side girl. Whoever. You know what I'm talking about. So now you know what? Here comes Arizona. Last week they got beat up by Seattle outside. This is going to be inside, and I can see big plays coming out with Harrison and Murray making big plays on the Vikings. This Malinsky special coming home after a big road trip. Give me the Arizona Cardinals plus 3.5 in this spot.
Nice. We got the Rams and the Saints.
Yeah. You know what? The Saints, they're going with a coach that he's from up here. I think he's from Bergen Catholic, big powerhouse up here by me in Bergen County, New Jersey. He was from that school. Again, it's a mismatch. Give me the quarterback and the coach. Give me the weapons with the Rams. The Rams are a little more physical than the Saints, even though they got out physical by the Ravens. But this is a different level. Give me the Rams in this spot. Lay the 2.5. I see it minus 2.5. The juice is minus a quarter. It's gonna go up to 3. Give me the Rams in this spot to go into New Orleans and grab the win.
We got Buccaneers and Panthers. Panthers almost beat the Chiefs last week, Joey.
You know what? Carson, everybody almost beats the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Everybody almost beats the Chiefs. The Chiefs, if you take the uniform off and then you cover the quarterback's face, you would think this team ain't a good team.
Yeah.
But they find ways to win like they did yesterday. You know what? They got a busted behind like an artichoke. But listen, they got a great coach. He knows how to coach both sides of the ball, and he's in control. And they just keep getting W's. Last week, that was the Panthers Super Bowl last week. They went all out. The Chiefs let them back in the game like they let a lot of teams back in the game. But I think this is too much for to handle Bowles. Bowles will handle that, sophomore quarterback on that side, and Tampa Bay will be able to run the ball. They got a good running game. Their running game has been really good in the last 4 games. They'll be able to control this game and cover the spread. Give me Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this spot. They're still alive in the playoffs. They're still alive for the division. That division's not over yet. That's
Yeah,
going to be wild coming down to the end.
for sure. We got our friend Mark Calderio joining us. What's up, Mark?
How you doing, Marco?
He's saying good morning, guys. Let's go, Michigan. Happy Thanksgiving. It's going to be interesting, Mark. We have the Ravens and the Eagles, the Battle of the Birds.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good game, and I like the Ravens in this spot. There's 2.5s out there, later 2.5 before it hits the 3. I think it's too much for the Eagles to handle with Jackson and Henry. It might be a little too much, and the Eagles start out slow. They always start out slow, and you don't want to get behind the Ravens because then you got to play catch up. That changes the whole offensive strategy and of the Eagles, where they want to run the ball and play and kill the clock. When they're playing from behind, it becomes a different game. I think the Ravens grab them here. They're at home, and here's another thing too. Against NFC teams, Baltimore is really good. They can't NFC teams. They don't when you don't see Lamar Jackson, it's proven. He you have a hard time playing him. An AFC team who sees him twice a year or every other year or once a year, they do a better job on him.
Yeah.
The NFC teams, they don't. Give me the Ravens in this spot, laying the 2.5.
I'm a huge Ravens fan tomorrow. I like that play too, Joey, because the Eagles they're on the Lions' rear ends for the 1 seed. They're only a game behind us. So
don't pick a game because of that. Don't put that to the side. That's how you have empty pockets.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
people who are watching this show right now who put their heart first. They know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about.
Sounds good.
Look at your pockets.
We got a couple more left. Chargers and Falcons.
This is my best bet of the week right here. Over 46.5 in this total. They're playing inside. Dobbs ain't playing for the Chargers, so it's going to be Gus the Bus from my alma mater, Tottenville High School Pirates. How you doing? Gus is going to be running the ball. They're going to go there, and they're going to go to the passing game. Herbert is starting to light up, throwing the ball around. And the Falcons are the worst team on pressuring the quarterback. So he's going to have a clean pocket. He's going to have 2.5 to 3 seconds to look around the field and pick his choice of look out for the guy Palmer to have a big game. And you're gonna and the secondary for the Chargers, they will one of the linemen are out, linebackers out, their safeties out, one of their corners is out. So Cousins, what Cousins does, he's gonna pick up a lot of yards and he's gonna put the ball in the air. There's gonna be a lot of points in this game. Best bet of the week, over 46.5. Chargers Falcons.
Nice. Joey, do you have a play in the Snow Bowl tomorrow night, San Fran at Buffalo?
Yeah, when it was 7, we took the 49ers with 7, but they are going to be missing Bosa. They are going to be missing Trent Williams. But you could see Purdy's going to play. I could see some quick passes to McCaffrey. I like McCaffrey over his receiving yards, if that means anything to anybody. And I like a small lean to the 49ers here, plus the 7. If anything, I think that's too many points. That's too much of a good team, and too much talent, and it's too well coached. I think Buffalo maybe should win the game, but you know what? I think the 49ers they could at least stay under this number, keep it close.
Nice. You got a play on Kurt's team, the Broncos, Monday night against Cleveland?
Let me tell you something. A great job that Peyton was doing over there. I remember last year after a couple of games, especially after that Dolphin loss, there was guys over there, especially Kurt. Get him out of here. Get Peyton out of here. Peyton came in as like he did what Andy Reid did when Andy Reid went to Kansas City. Clean the slate. I don't want Russell. Get him out. I don't want none of these. I didn't pick this guy. I don't want him here. That's what happened with the Giants. You held on to a guy that wasn't your guy. He ain't your guy. Get rid of him. Why waste time? You can't waste years in the NFL football. They only have a 3-year span. Broncos are laying 5.5 against the Browns. That's a tough game. I know the Broncos. I think they should win. The only thing is the Browns. Their defense doesn't travel well on the road, and I hate to lay that 5.5 with the Broncos, but I think the Broncos will win the game. I don't know if they will cover, but I lean towards Broncos. I don't lean towards the Browns because I don't trust them on the road, and I don't trust Winston.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Joey, do you have a play that you like in college and the pros and your final thoughts?
Yeah, best bet in college is UConn Huskies today over the Minutemen and UMass. They win by a couple of double-digit touchdowns. And that one, and my pros is the Chargers game over 46.5. That's going to be a shootout.
Nice. Love it. But yeah, appreciate everybody stopping in, watching another episode of Clams and Claws.
I want to give a shout out to my family down in Dallas over there. The big bucks down there. They're breaking wind through silk over there. My cousin Riri, my cousin Alex is a big Chiefs fan. Carson.
Oh, okay.
He's about 4 years old. He's been a Chiefs fan since they won their first Super Bowl back in the day.
Oh wow.
And nice. And my cousin Allie, she went to Texas A&M. She's part of the what do you call it? The committee at Texas A&M. She's on the board. Her father-in-law was just retired. He was the Chiefs doctor.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah, so we got a connection over there.
That's cool.
So, and then mother 92 years old, Santa. She's still playing pinochle and drinking doers and water. Tall. How you doing? How are you?
That's awesome.
Salute everybody.
But yeah, appreciate you guys all stopping and have a good rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you guys next week.
Hey, go up to the